This motherfucker Jones. The fuck you doing? Hey, chill, chap.
Bless his king.
Bless up, man. No, it's like as Americans, like we're on the top level. Being hard-nosed motherfucker, like grind, grit, like refuse to move.
It's not like you're rubbing it. Let me get 5 days off.
Oh man. I had seen this particular clip right here. The part with
Hey.
I get my brother one as well.
I don't like that face on him. I feel like he wanted it.
yeah, beautiful. John slips it.
Let me throw everything so you get reads.
So letting me throw everything so he can get reads. Ah! Oh man. In the words of John Abruzzi from Prison Break, I don't know if you guys have seen Prison Break, but there was a scene where John Abruzzi and Teabag, Theodore Bagwell, right? They had this beef going on. I mean, it's probably not the best example, but you'll see my point. They had this beef going on, and Teabag actually almost kills him. Freaking slices his throat open with a razor. John Abruzzi gets rushed to the hospital. Everyone thinks he's dead. Later on, he comes back to the prison. Theodore Bagwell is freaking out. He's like, oh my God, this guy that I almost tried to kill, he's back in the prison. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then one day he's in his cell shaving. There comes John Abruzzi, walks into his cell, and he was like, hey man, you tried to kill me, but God saved me, and I would like some truce, right? He offers his handshake to Theodore Bagwell, and Teabag, being apprehensive, of course. I mean, he just tried to kill this guy, and now here's the guy he tried to kill offering his hand to shake. So Teabag was like, hey, show me your other hand. So John Abruzzi was like, look, out of everything that you've done, right? All I ask is that you don't insult me. Don't insult me. Just shake my hand. Theodore Bagwell shakes his hand, and when he shook the hand, this quote has always remained with me. He goes, John Abruzzi says, doesn't a warm handshake feel better than a cold shank, right? And I saw this scene a very long time ago, and it's always stuck with me. And every single time that I've had an issue with somebody, genuinely, every single time I've had an issue with somebody and we end up making up, right? We end up fixing whatever issues we had and we become cool again. There has never been a time when I regretted it. Not one time. Not one time. It has always been a positive experience. Now, of course, Theodore Bagwell ended up regretting it because, John Abruzzi ended up freaking chopping off his arm. Those of you that saw Prison Break, you know what I'm talking about, but that's besides the point. But my point is that, man, when you have an issue with somebody, maybe some people enjoy confrontation. Some people really enjoy that turmoil in your life. But man, having beef with people, having ops, as y'all like to say, having enemies, having people you have issues with, man, it's stressful, bro. It is stressful. And if you're the kind of person that enjoys peace, that's chaos. That's a lot of freaking chaos all around you, right? You think about that person and suddenly you're pissed off, right? You think about them and like all of a sudden you're mad. You wish them ill. When you see them fall, it makes you so happy. It poisons you on the inside. There's just nothing more vile than that, right? Like, as human beings, I understand conflict is definitely something that is always going to exist because we're flawed by nature, right? But man, it is not a fun thing to go through. And watching these two guys, watching John Jones and Israel come together and fix their issue, man, watching this is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful because in my opinion, these two guys should never have had issues. They really shouldn't have. They're almost they're almost cut from the same cloth, right? Two brothers, polarizing figures, very good at what they do. They can stay in their own lane, right? And it's something that Israel has brought up multiple times, and it's something that I absolutely agree with. It's like, man, like we can both shine. My shine doesn't have to diminish yours, and you don't have to feel diminished just because I'm shining, right? You can look at me and be motivated, right? We could work together. We could help each other out. Iron sharpens iron. Like this scene right there of both of them, it's like it's almost embodies their story, right? They come together, they walk into each other's life. They walk into each other's life, immediately conflict. I can't look at you, but I'm staring you down. John Jones, the dismissive guy who's already achieved everything. Israel, the young lion showing up, the young version of Jones showing up into the UFC, looking up at the guy who's already accomplished everything and saying to him, I want what you've got. And John going, you're not me, you're nobody. I'm not even going to acknowledge you. And then suddenly he has no choice but to acknowledge him. He has no choice but to acknowledge him because the man is doing great. He's nipping at his butt. And so from not acknowledging him, boom, he's acknowledging him finally. Right? And then as he's acknowledging him, he's starting to realize, man, you're not too bad. You're not too bad. And so he cracks a smile first. And then when he cracks a smile, he lets Israel know it's okay, right? It's all right. Like, we can be friends. And John, in this whole entire thing, is actually the one that literally cracked the smile first. Here, right? And also, like, with your beef, like John Jones, talking about how, Israel is his favorite fighter. That's what really started to lessen this tension between them. It let Israel know, hey, man, it's okay to admit that I really like this guy, right? I really respect this guy. And this whole entire scene embodies them. And then, boom, they realize, hey, man, we like each other. We respect each other. They shake. They embrace as brothers. And it's over. And now they start to banter, which is great. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy, right? I would love to see them train together. I really would. I'm so happy this fight never happened. I think they would be great training partners for each other. John Jones has so much to offer Israel. I think Israel's career is definitely going to last long after John is done. It was just released that John Jones will be fighting Stipe Miocic, and it's probably going to be John's last fight in the UFC. He's said so himself. Israel is definitely going to carry that torch, and I think after they're done, they can learn so much from each other. John can show him a thing or two, grappling wise, even striking. Israel's a student of the art. I'm pretty sure there's a lot he can learn from John Jones from striking wise, and John can learn a lot from Israel as well in terms of striking. So really, really happy for these two guys, man. Genuinely. As someone who has had the pleasure of rebuilding damaged relationships, damaged friendships in the past, and someone who's enjoying that so much, someone who relishes that moment. Man, if I have an issue with you, bro, I can't wait to fix it. Genuinely. Doesn't matter who you are. Unless what you did is so freaking drastic and tragic, then it's like, no. But for the most part, some of my closest friends, we started off like contentious, right? I can't wait to fix whatever issue I have with you. And to see this happen between two of my favorite fighters, literally, John Jones and Israel, number one, number two, brings a lot of joy to my heart. It makes me very, very happy. So just wanted to make a quick video, react to this real quick. And of course, Israel shoots the takedown in the end right there. Just wanted to make a quick video for you guys, my night owls. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Hopefully this is not short-lived. These two guys, man, their ego and the way, hopefully they freaking just keep it going, please. Don't either of you say anything sly. And if you do say something sly, please, the other one, don't get emotional. Don't take it too hard. All right? Just peace. Let's have peace, okay? That's all I want. All right, boys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.